afternoon, everybody. It is January the 18th, and this is Savvy Tech Girl. I'm back again to talk a little bit today. There's a couple of things that I'm going to discuss, and I really want to talk about Windows 10 and memory usage. All right, so I just want to show you a little bit about how some of the memory can get hogged up quite easily using Windows 10. I do believe it's a fantastic system. It's a fantastic operating system. There's many people that have had little or no issues when they go through the upgrade, which is really nice to see. In years past, even going from 7 to 8, I found that there was a lot of driver issues and things. So it is very stable, but there's just a few things I'm going to outline and just show you how you can change and make things perform a little bit better. So just show you where to go to do that. You can reach me on Twitter at SavvyTechGirl. You can go to my website, savvytechgirl.com, or you can reach me via email, savvytechgirl@gmail.com, or on Facebook, facebook.com //savvytechgirl. Okay, I am going to be doing a weekly online video chat show on YouTube, and I will be posting my links on my YouTube site and Facebook, all of my social media sites. So I haven't picked a day yet. It will be one day during the week. I'm going to start with once a week. And the idea is that you guys send me in questions and we can have some live chat going on. Come in the chat room. I'd love to get some people online with me as well. And just answer your questions that you have if you've had a difficulty that day. Maybe you were working on a spreadsheet, maybe your computer crashed, your printer's not working, maybe your smartphone's not sending emails. Anything to do with technology is what I want to be able to do and help you guys out, okay? So just to start off today talking about Windows 10, I did do a previous video and you can take a look at that, which gave an overview. Again, a very good operating system. One of the things that I am finding with the Windows 10, and I did find it previously, but a little bit more now I'm running the new operating system, is while using Google Chrome, it really does use a lot of your resources. So, in some cases you're really going to hear your fan working a lot just to keep those processors cooled down. What happens with Google Chrome is each time you open a tab, it uses a separate resource for that. Okay, so instead of just having essentially one program running, which is Google Chrome, every time you open a new tab, it's going to have an additional program running, in the background. Okay, so mine didn't shut down properly last night or last time, and that's exactly why I'm making this video. And I have my Google Hangouts that starts up at the same time, so that again that gives you takes some more resources, right? And I'm just going to switch over here to a new tab, but let's just go to Google. Let's just say news. Oh, sorry. Okay, so you can see already that it's fairly slow, and the reason for that is because immediately the resources have started to increase, because now I have essentially 3 additional programs running plus everything that I'm running in the background. Okay, so let's just pull anything up, right? I'm just going to pull up the CTV, and I want to show you that when you go down to your taskbar at the bottom and right click, I want you to bring up this task manager. And what the task manager does is it shows you the applications that are currently running on your system. Now the system that I'm on right now, I don't have a lot of memory. I think I have 4 gigabytes installed in it. So it's ample for what I do on this system, but I just want to show you the impact, right? So I do have my screen capture, which is taking up quite a bit of the memory, and that's understandable, as well as the CPU. But you can see Google Chrome here, and if I sort by name, this Cortana drives me crazy as well, as much as I turn her off. So here you can see that not only do I have one Google Chrome open, okay, I have all of these instances. So each Google tab will open essentially its own program. The reason that they do that is if one of the tabs crashes, you don't lose everything. The whole program doesn't shut down. All right. So I understand the reason for it, and it is a good reason, and especially if you have lots of memory to play with, you really wouldn't notice any difference. And obviously, if you have a really high CPU. But I just wanted to explain that Google Chrome does use a lot of resources. I get a lot of people asking me about that and why is my computer so slow? And that's exactly why it's so slow. All right. As I close down tabs, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them open. As I start to close down tabs, you're going to start to see these Google Chromes disappear. Right? So let's just go this one here. And I also have Google Hangouts, right? So I'm going to close my Google Hangouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I've only got 6. So as you start to close Chrome off and I close it completely, those tasks will come to an end and they will stop. All right, if you for any reason they keep running in the background, and again, that is quite common with Google Chrome as well, you can click on an end task. If you know that my Google Hangouts keeps crashing, I don't know why. So immediately my Google Hangouts crashed. My CPU usage is going to drop as well as my memory once I start closing these off. All right. So it's doing a reload. So I just wanted to explain that to you. A lot of people like to use Google Chrome. I like to use it as well. I have all my, I use Google Sheets, Google Docs, and so it is something that I use very often, but I do get asked that question all the time. Why is it using so many resources? And that's exactly the reason it's doing it. Now with Windows 10 came Microsoft Edge. Okay, so I'm just going to go over here. And Microsoft Edge pretty much looks and feels the same as Internet Explorer. They've given it a little bit different look. I guess it's a little bit square. The icons and stuff are slightly easier to look at. Now the only thing is at this point there's still a lot of incompatibilities. I'm not sure yet about banking sites. I know that when it was first released, you weren't able to, say, download your transactions from your bank site and import them into QuickBooks and things like that. Those are things that are going to change on a regular basis as updates keep coming out. But you can see that, I mean, it does look a little bit different. I can go up to, it's not immediately obvious where the address bar is, because as you pull your mouse away, you can see it's all grayed in. It's the same color, whereas previously it was white. It was very obvious where the address bar is. So I can go in here and put savvytechgirl.com. Okay, and that'll bring up my tech blog. You will find that there's going to be some sites that you get to, and you will get an incompatibility issue. If that happens, then your Internet Explorer will automatically start up. Okay, so play around with it. Try and get used to it as much as you can. It will be the internet browser for Microsoft for the future, so it is something that you'll want to become accustomed to. Mozilla Firefox is still a good one, still a good go-to for internet browsers. I personally use, most of the time, I'm still using Internet Explorer. So it's just something that I'm used to. It works with everything that I do, and it saves me jumping back and forth. But those are the items, or they're the internet browsers that came with Windows 10. Now, there has been a big update rollout in the past week, so you may find your computer's a little bit slow downloading that information in the background. And I think that's about it. So the main thing is with that Google Chrome, just if your resources are starting to get very low, maybe close down some other programs that you're using. If you don't need all those tabs, close those tabs down. And worst case scenario, if we need to do an update on that RAM in your computer, then that's the last option. But if you're finding that it really is taking over your computer, and even when you're closing other programs, it's hard to use, just switch back to Internet Explorer. That's your easy way out. It doesn't really take as many resources as any of the other ones. And that's it for today, guys. So I hope that's helped a little bit. I'm looking forward to having you join the chat room in my live show, and the link will be posted to all of my social media sites. And send the questions in to savvytechgirl@gmail.com. savvytechgirl.com is the URL, and love to see you on Facebook and stuff. Okay, thanks so much, guys. Have a great day, and we'll see you again.